Alright, so that was a brief overview of all the game components, and now I'll give you an introduction to the player stat sheets. This is the bench players, and that contains the suggested starting lineups, starting lineup 1, and alternate starting lineup 2, and the starter sheet corresponds to the starting lineup 1. So you read it like you would read a book from left to right, top to bottom. So leading off, Presley, Harrison, Cutchin. Lee would be the cleanup hitter, and in the National League you would only use the first 8. This would be a reserve player, and then the pitcher, well, generally the pitcher can bat 9th. You can it's up to you if you want him to have bat 8th. Some managers do that. So this is a standard player stat, and he has a VS right-handed pitcher column, runners in scoring position, VS left-handed pitcher, which side he bats from, throws, a grade value. The position player grades don't really make any difference in the game. It's just there, can be used for trade value, although the game does not have any trade rules. But I needed that for pitchers, and I just went ahead and did it for the position players. Then you have your base running stats, stolen base. This is his success rate. He's actually 0 to 74 die value. He would steal 75 or higher. He'd be thrown out. Stolen base rating. That's how often he can steal. You can't steal whenever you want. You can. I try to keep it so there are players that steal 100%. They have a 100% success rate, but they only steal 2 bases a year, maybe on a botched hit run, and this is to prevent player managers from using the guy that only stole 2 bases a year to all of a sudden steal 35. Then you have a sacrifice hit chance, air chance, range value. That can be positive or negative. Arm strength, injury rating, positions he can play, primary positions listed first, and then these are the 3 batting columns. Okay, I think the heart of the game is the pitchers, and what happens in the advanced game only, because that's where I'm getting the accuracy that I described earlier, is in the advanced game. First you would do a batter outcome determination roll, and then on the outcomes with asterisks, on an even die roll that has an asterisk resolved, pitching check is required, and that's where you do another roll and see. Now, for example, if it had been a double originally off the player's stat, it could be a single instead. And now this will make the pitchers and the hitters both end up with the same batting average. For the hitter, throughout the year, if he batted 265, he's going to be around that 265 average. If the pitcher allowed only 225 batting average to the hitters he faced, this is going to account for that, because some pitchers even turn base hits into groundouts. I don't know if there's one on this team here. Barris, 0-19 base hit that turns into a groundout, which, if there's a run out first, could also turn into a double play. So, and it's only done on the even die rolls, as I said, and that so you're getting that level of detail, and it's not taking that much time because you don't have to do an extra roll on every outcome. Now that pretty much covers the player stats and the pitching stats. It's kind of brief, but from here the next videos are going to actually show how to resolve certain game situations, like errors, error determination, and Then I'm also gonna put up just a game through where I don't explain anything, but I just like play the game like I play it, and I can play an advanced game, and usually I'm down to about like 32 minutes for an average advanced game. Starting out, it's gonna take people at least twice that long when you're learning the game, and once you get it down, it's just like you kind of memorize the modifiers that are required. I'll just show you some of the modifiers that are common. Okay, base running with 2 outs. You add 15 to the base runner's CTA. When you're learning a game, you're always going to be looking at that. And then once you play a few games, you just commit it to memory. And here's the CTA. Like if there was a runner on first base, and the hitter got a base hit to right field, the chance to advance for that runner is 50. But with 2 outs, you add 15, it becomes 65. And that's just it'll all just come. And then on to the next video.